Minus 45%. Is it the end of the world in SoundHound?
What is going on, guys? Let us know in the comments below. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. Remember, you're watching Trading HT, so let's have fun together and talk about the markets. Let us know in the comments everything you want to share. Subscribe to the Trading HT family, honest traders. Let's go. Remember, this situation with SoundHound, very interesting. The stock reached that highs of more than $24, almost reaching 25, and that drop of more than minus 95, sorry, 45%. I always say like minus 90. I see the crashes right there, But is this an opportunity or is this a crash? How do you see that, guys? Correction or crash? We always ask that question. How do you see the current situation for SoundHound AI?
Yeah, remember, guys, this is a market cap. We're talking about nearly 4 billion right now, but it peaked when it was at 10 billion of market cap. So obviously, we're talking about like a small cap stock, which tends to have like more volatility than Apple, Nvidia, and so on and so forth. And right now, when we are watching right now, let's go to the daily chart, and we're gonna analyze exactly the types of moves we've seen, in the stock over the last years. And at the IPO, it was insane. We're talking about the stock went down completely. That's minus 86% the first downtrend, and the second one another 80%. So obviously, this is the type of volatility that we experience with this stock. But also, when you buy at the bottom, when you buy the dip and you do it right, the rallies are incredible. We're talking about more than 400% in the first rally, in the second very similar, and the last one completely insane. It depends on where you take the level. You take from February 2024, almost more than 1000%. So obviously, this is the risk reward ratio we're talking about.
Yeah, while watching this chart, in my mind, I see a lot of opportunities, but also a lot of possible traps. And that's because when you see the chart like this, everything has already happened. You see like the future and the past. It's easier, to analyze it and to talk about it. But when it is going on and happening, it's not as easy as it seems. So remember to be prepared for everything in trading and have a good mindset. I think that's key. And going back to the current situation of SoundHound AI, the stock right now it's going up more than 7%. Wow, let us know in the comments where you watch the video if this has changed or not. And how do you see this week? Because remember, in this daily chart, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive red candles in a row. So will this be like the last? Sorry, would the last one be like the end of that downtrend or correction, or will it continue? I want to know your opinion about it. And also, what do Wall Street analysts think about this? We have in the news section right there in the latest updates. You can see right there. SoundHound AI is attracting investor attention. That news is something, but then we have something about the Wall Street analyst. SoundHound AI is maintained at market performed by Northland Capital Markets, and then also SoundHound AI price target maintained with a $26 per share by H.C. Wainwright and Co. Very interesting. We're going with the forecast also, but how do you see those analysts maintaining and changing those ratios?
Yeah, that's very interesting information. And actually, right now, the seven Wall Street analysts, they're right now in the middle. The average, is according to them, it should be turning around these levels. This is very interesting in that sense. The most pessimistic one, minus 56% from current levels. The most optimistic one, more than 87%. So obviously, right now, on average, they think they should be trading right here. But then we have like the optimistic and pessimistic vision in some of them.
Yeah, it's interesting, to see like the average is just the actual price. So very interesting movement right now. That's why we also wanted to do the video today to ask you which direction do you think the market will take? The maximum direction that this analyst says, or the minimum, or maybe a different opinion. Of course, everything is welcome in trading. It's the honest traders. And let's go back to the chart because I wanted to paste some information. This is not breaking news, but it's something interesting to take into account about this company. We want to share all the possible information, and if you have more of it or different one, please share it in the comments below. Can you see that right there, Alvaro?
Yeah, I can see it perfectly. Let's read it.
All right. So we were talking also mentioning like insider selling in this stock. You know about it if you watched our previous videos. And the last insider selling for this stock occurred on December 24th of the last year. The CEO sold 156,000 shares at an average price of $3.56. The interesting thing is like when you say this price, it has changed a lot. We are talking about $3.56 right now. We are talking about almost $14, and this last month at the end of December, $24. So very interesting, why did he sell at those prices is a good question. You can let us know in the comments your opinion. And also we have more information right there, more insider selling that happened during the last 12 months, with a total of 8 insider sellings, if this information is correct, approximately totaling $52 million in sales. So very interesting information. Why do you think has this happened? This doesn't mean like this should be taken as a negative point. This is just information, and you should do with it what you think.
Yeah, the thing is, like, when they start selling, when we're talking about insider selling, that's not normally positive. That it's a kind of signal that the uptrend is kind of, reaching the end of it, or maybe it's because it's completely overpriced. When the CEOs realize that something is happening in the stocks, they tend to sell them, and this is what's happening right here in this stock. And probably one of the reasons the stock right now is crashing minus 40% is because of that, because other investors realize that as well. Others are watching exactly the insider moves that we have here, and they just copy and paste.
Yeah, interesting thing. Let me remove this so we can see the chart. It's like they started to sell more or less in January, the first insider, or February, and then during these months, these 12 months, the thing is like, yes, we had this correction right here in March. You can see minus 65%, the price dropping from $10 to almost 3.50. But from there, it's like the uptrend continued with another 580%. So it's interesting, to see that insider selling in one way, but then the stock continuing going higher. And if we remember the forecast from previous videos of Wall Street analysts, it surpassed all those max targets, So it's interesting to see the situation of this company, because it's not a normal one. It's like, just expect to think, yeah, they are insider selling. Wall Street analysts don't have higher expectations, but the price continues to go higher and higher. Why has this happened, guys? Why do you think about this company is this situation? And also, why do you think right now it's going lower, and if it is a correction or a crash? How do you see that right now?
Yeah, I was very surprised by the second rally. I didn't expect that kind of move. You're talking about a rally that started back in November till beginning of January, almost 400%. So that's a quite rally. The thing here is like, and the reality that is coming in right now is the forecast. If we go to the EPS forecast, and that's probably one of the best indicators to assess the company, the EPS estimate for the next quarter is minus 0.10. The last time it happened, it's like, let's see, actually, the last time it happened, it was back in the second quarter, like a couple of quarters ago. At that time, let's go back to those numbers, it was trading at $3, So obviously, I think this is the risk we're talking about, probably why the stock is correcting as well. Not only because of the CEO sold the shares, or part of the sales of the shares, but also because the current numbers we're going to face in the next quarter are going to be very similar as those seen back in May 2024, when it was trading at $4.
Yeah, it's a very interesting situation right there. Let us know in the comments if you are bullish, bearish, or just an honest trader and you have a different opinion. It doesn't matter, whatever you say in the comments, but say it with respect always. And let's go back to the chart in the 1 hour time frame, because it's very interesting. We had kind of a head and shoulders pattern right there. We can see it got broken to the lower side. You can draw like the more aggressive support line, or the green one that we already had right there. From there, the price started to drop very, very fast, and now it seems like it has stopped around this level of $12.60. So what do you think about this level, guys? Do you think this is strong enough to bounce the price, or to continue holding it and reach higher levels, or do you think we will see a breakout of this level sooner than later? What is your opinion about it now that we are just in that average Wall Street forecast and in this 13.80 more or less dollars area? And let's go with the seasonal chart, because this is a very interesting one. With 2024 ending in a year-to-date perspective of more than 853%. Will 2025 surpass this number, or will it be in the negative territory as it has started and as it was 2022? Or will it be a more normal year with a 61% as it was 2023? A lot of possibilities. Sound Stock, Train HD, Honest Traders. Let's go.
See you in the next video.
Subscribe. Thank you. We love you.